All right. Hey guys, what's going on? Thomas Grabowski here, founder of the Active Clear Chef, and as you can see here, I just finished a nice little workout with my squat rack, my barbell. Really love training with the barbell. I think it's an awesome tool, and it's just really good to get a good workout in. I just did some 5x5 of squats, squats, bench, and rows. So I'm doing workout 1 of 5x5 stronglifts, if you guys are familiar with it. A really solid program. Great way to get stronger. I got some calluses building again. See that? Those are from my old trophies. I'm building new ones again. It's been a while since I was training in terms of strength training, but I just want to jump on here, guys, and just share a video with you. I probably put a shirt on because it was so fucking hot training in the basement. And yeah, I just wanted to jump on today and just kind of share my thoughts and feelings around exercise and movement and training in general. And it was just, I thought I had during my workout, and it's all about training properly and making sure that you're making progress in the gym. And I was making a video about this just earlier, but I lost my train of thought because I wanted to finish my workout, but it had something to do about like being in a caloric surplus and training properly, and also about being disappointed if you're not making the progress you're wanting to make. Like, let's say you have a certain specific goal in mind. You're like, I want to gain 5, 10, 15 pounds of muscle, or 20, 25, 30, 35 pounds of muscle, which is totally understandable. It's totally doable. It's hard. It's very difficult to build muscle. So especially if you're somebody like me who's a little bit leaner than most people. I mean, I look average. I don't know. I don't really care how I look personally, but it is important to me, but I'm not like obsessed about how I look. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should like do a little more strongman training because I lost some weight, and now I need to like kind of I think I look pretty good for like my weight size. I mean, I just had a workout, so like, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty pumped, and I don't know if I got a good angle here, but yeah, not bad, not too bad actually. After my workout, I'm not bodybuilding right now. I'm doing more strongman training, which I like better. Like you can see, I look pretty decent in this angle, right? Can I do alien chests? Ooh, I'm getting there though. Look at that pump. Whoa, baby, that looks sick, eh? Not too bad. So I guess that's all that muscle control, eh? But yeah, my chest is pretty fired up, and I know I can do more weight. So I'm doing like 105 on the bench, 5x5, and then 105 squat, deadlift, or squat, bench, and rows. I really like deadlifting. Deadlifting is one of my favorite lifts. I fucking love deadlifting. I think it's the best exercise out of all of them. But yeah, just doing 105, just try to get more reps, like 5x5, right? So I'm doing 5 sets. So, you know, I kind of scaled down on the weight and just kind of worked my way up. It's been a while since I did strength training, but it's still there. I can still feel like how strong I am because I'm supposed to be hitting 5 reps, and I'm hitting like 8, 9 reps for like bench, and like for rowing, I've lost my strength a little bit. So I was still hitting 5, but funny thing, by my 4th, 5th set, I started hitting 6 reps, which is, I know it's 1 extra rep, but hey man, you can take any progress you can get. It's really about, I think if you're making progress, you're making progress. If you're going this way, then I think that's a good thing. If you're going this way and then you flatten and you start going down, well then maybe there's something not going wrong with your program or your sleeping or nutrition, whatever it may be. I mean, I'm no expert in this, even though I kind of am, because I've done this before and I've gained weight, I've lost weight. I was at 192, but I was pretty fat. I dropped to 145. I was kind of like skinny again, and then I bumped back to 175 when I started doing 5x5, which is why I'm doing 5x5 again, because I've realized that 5x5 is a program that helps stimulate my metabolism, but also stimulates my appetite, which is what I'm trying to share with you guys here, especially guys who are trying to gain weight or build muscle. And I'm just sharing this for my own advice, but also for somebody who may just like want to gain like 10, 15 pounds of muscle, is to choose exercises that stimulate your appetite. And in my opinion, there's no fucking better way to stimulate that than doing one of these bad boys. Just training with this and this. That's really all you need. Barbell and a squat rack. So, I mean, obviously, if you've never done this in your life before, it may be a bit daunting, a bit challenging, because it's like, how do I properly bench, or how do I properly row, or how do I properly deadlift, or whatever. So in that case, obviously practice helps, and doing a lot of research too, but taking that research and applying it. So like if you're learning how to deadlift, making sure you have proper stance that's right for your body type, not just for me. Like I do more of a sumo stance than a conventional, just because my hips shoot out when I do a regular deadlift. So so like if I show, maybe I can do a little clip here. Okay, yeah. So if I do a conventional deadlift, you can see how high my butt is up. So yeah, I can do it, it's no problem. Like pretty easy. But I like this one a little better because I have longer legs. And I feel like I get more of a pull out of it. It feels more like a pull to me. And it just feels a little better when I get heavier weights. And I think it's also better for training my grip because I don't have like, if you look at my bar here, you can see that I have, this is a knurling bar. It's really nice. So you have that kind of more of a grip here. So if you're using more conventional, so I'm doing more on the smoother part. So for me, so it's really gonna train my grip strength because it's gonna be a little bit slippery. So I think it's actually gonna make me stronger in the long run because I don't have the comfort of that grip, right? So it's kind of like putting myself in an unnatural position, but it feels natural when I'm pulling, right? So when I get heavy weights, what ends up happening is my ass shoots up higher. And then I pull. So usually when I hit like 360, 370, my girlfriend's texting me, they have a sale for chicken nuggets. That's funny. So when my ass shoots up when I'm doing the deadlift. So it kind of, I mean, I could do it, but I feel like I'm gonna try sumo for a little bit and just experiment with it. I feel it's more natural because I also have, as you can tell, oh shit. As you can tell, I have pretty long legs, right? So my legs are pretty damn long. But yeah, I have been making some, I think all my gains have been going to my legs. But the thing is, like, you don't have to train harder. You don't have to eat, you do have to eat more. That's like a given, but you also need to know, like, I'm really passionate about this because like I've been like a skinny guy for like a super long time. So like gaining weight was hard for me. But then at the same time, I had to deal with acne, which is like the bad genes of my body being expressed. And that really had to boil down to like my stress, and also eating whey protein. Whey protein powder was very aggravating for my skin. It caused a lot of pimples, a lot of breakouts. So, and it's a tool used for bodybuilders and weightlifters to get more protein into their diet. So what I ended up doing, I ended up swapping out to more plant-based foods. And that was really big for two reasons. One, because I'm getting more calories in my diet. And she's texting me again. You're amazing. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Love. And I'm getting more calories into my diet. And I'm getting a more variety source of protein as well. So not just animal protein, but also getting some plant-based protein as well. And it helped me eat more food too as well, because I guess I'm eating more carbs and more starches, which is what my body needed. So I'm kind of getting more calories in that way too. So one really big thing I want to really hone in, guys, and I really want to like share this with you guys, and I'm hoping I'm going to have a program released online. Like I've actually already created one. It's called, I don't have a name for it yet, but like something about like focusing on like metabolic typing and putting on muscle, but I don't really know. I don't have a name for it yet, but essentially really focusing on like you got to find what works for you nutritionally, like with or without working out, just to help you find a healthy body weight. Because once you have like a foundation of health, then you can start doing stuff like this, right? You can do more like weightlifting, and you'll actually see the benefits. Because if you're not eating properly and you're not eating the right foods for your metabolic type, chances are you're not going to be making the progress you're making. So, you can be on a high protein diet, but maybe that doesn't work for you. Because I know when I eat too much protein in my diet, I actually end up losing weight, because because protein is extremely metabolic active, so it makes me leaner, and it makes you leaner. But the thing is, if I don't have a lot of starches and carbs, I don't fill out. So my muscles kind of look a little flat, and they look dehydrated, because like all that glycogen has been like sucked out of the muscles to break down the protein, because if you eat more protein than your body can digest, then like your body will start pulling macronutrients like carbs and fats to help metabolize the protein, because it's really expensive to use protein as a fuel source. So if you're using protein as a fuel source, you're going to be more metabolically active and you may lose weight, which is good if you want to lose weight. But if you're trying to gain weight, I really think there's a good emphasis on focusing on more plant-based foods. So I know this may be actually something new, maybe something that a lot of people haven't heard of yet, but eating more plant-based foods helps you get more calories in, and also you're getting more plants and nutrition in your diet, so it kind of helps you out. So like one of my favorite plant-based foods is like quinoa, for example. Like I can make like quinoa salad with black beans, which is great. Sometimes I'll add some chicken, but I'll probably do the ratio of protein or quinoa to black beans would be 2-to-1. So if I have 1 can of black beans, like a can of black beans, then I'll probably do 1 cup of cooked quinoa and then mix that together with some vegetables like cucumber and tomato and parsley and olives and garlic. You know, get a lot of like medicinal herbs in there too, because that's gonna be good for your health. And mixing that in there with some olive oil and I put some orange zest in there. So I like grate a little bit of orange peel and throw that in there, maybe a little bit of cilantro just for the seasoning. So it's gonna be a nice fresh garden salad. But I'm getting a lot of carbs and I'm getting a lot of protein. I'm getting a mixed balance of protein and carbs from the plant-based sources, but I'm getting more calories in my diet. So that's just one example. Or for breakfast, I'll have quinoa again, just like half a cup of quinoa cooked, and I'll have almond milk with that, some hemp hearts, which are high in protein and mostly high in fat, but it does have a good amount of plant-based protein in it. I'm not looking at high protein sources, I'm just looking at overall generally whole food sources. So you may be, oh, that's not a protein source. It is not a complete protein source. It is a protein source, it's just a plant-based protein source, and it's not as good as meat. But I beg to differ. I think you can get a lot of protein from eating a lot of plants, but I also believe that you should be eating a significant amount of plant-based protein, but also having some meat alternative. It depends on the person, right? I prefer plant-based proteins because my body responds better to it. But if I'm craving meat, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm vegan, I'm plant-based, I'm whatever. I'm going to honor that and give my body what it needs, because my body is requiring more protein. Usually it's because after a workout, it takes flesh to build flesh. Like you need protein to build protein, like you need muscle to build muscle. It just makes sense. Like might break down my muscle, so I need to repair it with muscle tissue, and I can get that from my food. It just makes sense. But incorporating plant-based foods helps you get some protein into your diet. Like I say, a significant amount of protein, especially if you're eating a lot of calories. Not as much as animal protein, but you will get a significant amount of balanced proteins, like a mixed variety of proteins from that. I hope I'm making sense here, because I'm really just trying to emphasize that getting plant-based protein is a valid source. It's a valid source of getting calories and nutrients. So like by sprinkling like hemp hearts, which are high in protein and high in fat, not a significant amount of protein, but I would say it's significant because it's more readily available for digestion. But a lot of protein, a lot of high quality fats, a lot of high quality protein, and mixing that with the quinoa. So again, I'm getting the quinoa and the seeds, so I'm getting kind of yin and yang, kind of both two plant-based protein sources, and I'm mixing them and I'm getting a variety of protein, right? That's what I'm trying to say, is you're getting variety by mixing. It's like I'm not just eating quinoa by itself, I'm adding another plant-based protein, which does two things. I'm getting more calories in my diet and I'm getting more nutrients available in my diet. If I have a lot of calories and nutrients, which you need in your diet, then you're going to be getting a foundation of health. You have something to work off of. Because if you're eating like crap, like, you're eating like a lot of processed foods, like, I don't know, like bagels and muffins and cookies and shit like that, it's not really good as a staple. It may be good as a treat or something, like, treating yourself with a cookie or like whatever, or some kind of sweet food. But if you're just like eating that day in, day out, and you're not really focused on your health and getting proper nutrients in your diet, then no matter how much training you like this, no matter how much of that you try to get into your diet, or because exercise is a part of your diet, it's part of your lifestyle, then it won't matter, because you don't have a foundation, you don't have the bricks to build the body. If you don't have the bricks to build the body, then no matter how much work and labor you do, it's like you're just gonna end up with a hole. You know, it's like you're trying to build a house. Working out is like building the foundation, digging a hole. But if you don't have the bricks, the nutrition to rebuild yourself back up and put yourself at a higher baseline than last time, then you're not making progress, you're not making gains, and more importantly, you're not making progress. If you're making progress with your workout, that's good, because that means over time you're going to start building muscle. If you're not making progress in your workouts, then you're not going to make gains. And if you're not making gains, why the hell are you working out, right? It's like, what's the point? Like, you're just digging yourself in the hole. You're breaking yourself down faster than you're repairing. So it's really a balance of yin and yang. And that's really what it boils down to. If you guys want more information, let me know. I want to post more of this kind of content online. I really love sharing this kind of like health and fitness, nutrition content. I'm really like into this kind of stuff. So if you guys are like really interested in this, like shoot me a message below, ask me any questions and share your experience with me. But I know what works for me, and I'm using guiding principles that are actually universal, that works for everybody. So a lot of the stuff I talk about is applicable to every single individual, but at the same time, it also acknowledges that people are unique and that their dietary preferences will be different and vary from person to person. So it's really important to understand what your metabolic needs are, but at the same time understand that you have a specific ratio of yin to yang that you need to give yourself the adequate rest, nutrition, and fitness that you need to make progress in your life. So hope that video is useful to you guys. If you like this video, click thumbs up and share. And I'd like to hear more from you guys. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day, and stay well, stay healthy. Peace.